again Michael, and I'm from Innova Networks, CEO and founder. Today I have Tibesh Nair from Mother City Liquors with us. Today is a collaboration between Mother City Liquors and Innova Networks. Thank you very much. It's great to have you here, and I'm so proud that you actually made us a cocktail that goes with our colours. Probably you can just introduce yourself and tell our viewers and listeners who you are, what you guys do, etc.
Thanks David. Thanks for the introduction. My name is Tibesh, the founder and director of Mother City Liquor. We're an online e-commerce store. We specialize in, I would say, specialty drinks, so not your everyday drinks, but more your craft, your locally produced, smaller wine farms, specialty liquors, champagnes, not the everyday things, the hard to get stuff. Yeah, okay, that's us in a nutshell.
Do you do a lot of craft beers and craft gins and those kind of things?
So a lot of craft beers, some international beers that we don't really find in South Africa. And then same with wines and gins and other spirits. Our main focus is definitely on the beer side, the whiskey side, and I would say champagne and wine.
Great, so today you made us a gin, so tell us about this gin.
Cheers.
Anyway, cheers. Let's taste this, and I think you can expand and tell me more about what gin this is.
It's I would say a take on the mojito.
Yeah.
I think it's called the London Mojito, if I'm not mistaken. So basically swapping out the white rum with the gin as the base spirit. It's a classic cocktail. I think everyone knows a mojito.
Yeah.
It's my first time tasting it now. It's actually delicious, refreshing.
It is, yeah.
Perfect for summer, and it goes with your colours.
Yeah. So what made you start Mother City Liquors, and what is the unique selling proposition about Mother City Liquors besides the craft gins and beers?
It's been a journey. Mother City Liquor was started in 2017. We first opened a store in Kloof Street, a very small store, almost the size of this room. Literally double the size of this room. That was it. Very small store, stocked all the local stuff for the local community. And our mission behind starting that store was to give people a better experience when walking into your liquor store, speaking to knowledgeable people and staff, friendly staff, happy to be at work, happy to assist customers, and that's why we started. And when we started, from there we kind of expanded in the next year or two, and we opened up another 2 stores, and then shortly after COVID happened, and through COVID we obviously didn't have much choice. Kind of found out the night before, and next day nothing much to do. So we had to adapt. It took us a while. We also weren't sure of the future, how long the band's going to go on for, and what happens after the band, what do we do during the band, all of those kind of things. And what we did was we started to develop an online platform. We did have a small online offering before COVID, but wasn't really anything to speak of. It never took off. And then through COVID, we kind of expanded on it a bit more, learned a bit more about e-commerce, and eventually launched. I say eventually, but it took 2 days, 3 days, and launched an e-commerce platform for our customers. Weren't really sure of how big it would get and how it would do, but we had nothing else to do. So we launched the platform. That was 2020. I wouldn't say overnight, but it feels like overnight. There were just numerous orders coming through. We kept adapting and changing the model and changing the platform to try and make it more user-friendly and make it easier to use for consumers. Once the ban got lifted, we reopened our stores and continued with our online offering as well. But what we found is we were getting so many online orders that we couldn't manage servicing our in-store customers.
Okay.
There were days where I think we closed our doors just to pick and pack orders for the online side.
That's always a good problem to have in business, right?
Yeah.
So they say that if you're a dealer in something, do you also consume it? Because you're selling alcohol. Do you tend to take stuff off the shelf and drink all the time or not?
I wouldn't say take off the shelf, but you have to keep up with the trends, and you have to sample, and you have to stay with it. And I think, yeah, it sounds funny, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like we have to know, because we deal in more craft and unique products, we have to know a bit more about them. So we do sample a lot.
Okay.
We taste a lot of wine, a lot of beer. We always try to get the best quality products onto our shelves and not just your everyday mass-produced
Sure.
products.
So, running an e-commerce site is quite crucial, quite important, especially in our region in South Africa when it comes to the POPIA Act, protection of personal information. So, how do you guys safeguard your customers' data or information?
There's a lot of steps we take, and I think it is also adapting all the time. There's always new technology and new security that is available to implement. But the three main things that we use is TLS, two-factor authentication, and encryption.
Yeah, great.
So that's the baseline, and then obviously there's a lot of other little things that are happening in the background. We always try to find experts in that field, and we'll try to employ them to kind of make sure we are up to date and are as secure as possible.
How do you deal with customer experience or the customer journey? So if I land on your website, tell me about the whole customer experience. What is the experience that I would experience with Mother City Liquors?
Yeah, customer experience is one of the things that we hold very closely to our hearts. We love working with our customers, and yeah, we love what we do. And I think it starts with like a passion for what you do and your industry, and then from there, I think it is a bit easier. It's a bit easier to give the customer the best possible experience. So, because we are in e-commerce and South Africa is so diverse, you're finding customers or people that are placing their first ever online order in history, and you're coming across people that place online orders every hour.
Yeah.
So it's kind of finding the balance between something that's not too complicated for your experienced online shopper, and something that's still appealing and easy to use for a first-time shopper.
So you know the theory about the one click with Amazon?
Oh yeah.
When you land on the page, by one click
One
you
click.
be able to check out.
Yeah.
So is that kind of same kind of adoption?
So Apple has a 3-click policy, so they say 3 clicks and you should be able to. So yeah, I would say like kind of in the middle of that. Like,
Okay.
obviously you want to show, we have so many products and you don't want someone to just land on the page, and our whole thing is to get people to try new things, and that's the whole why we did such a unique cocktail as well.
Yeah.
We don't want someone to just be drinking the same thing till they die.
Yeah.
We want people to try different things. There's so many different products, so many quality products out there that we want people to see, not all of them, but some things that are, that we think they would like.
Mm-hmm.
So
do you make suggestions on the site?
So we make suggestions. We've recently implemented a lot of AI onto our site as well. So it'll kind of track what you've been looking at, what you're ordering, not to make it sound scary, but
Yes, yeah, right.
in a good way. And try to suggest according to like your behaviors and your preferences. Instead of seeing 10,000 products that you're not interested in, we want customers to see maybe 10 products that we really think that they would enjoy.
Okay.
And I think that kind of ties in with the customer experience that we want to put forward for our customers.
So here's the kicker in this whole conversation about online and e-commerce. So if I have to place an order and you don't have stock, what's the waiting period for a customer to receive his order?
So we're fortunate enough to be in Cape Town, so we're very close to a lot of the microbreweries, and the wine farms are around the corner for us. So when we are out of stock, it is quite quick for us to restock or order stock in. Sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes a day. But what we always do is keep in contact with the customer. So if something is out of stock on an order and there's going to be a delay of a day or up, even if it's a longer delay, we'll always notify the customer, look, we are out of stock on this item, we are getting it in for you, this is the expected time of arrival for it. And I think it's just important to relay that communication to a customer, because you don't know their expectation as well.
Yeah.
It might be for a wedding or a birthday or whatever the case. We can also make suggestions on what to swap out for, and tailor to their kind of expectation.
Would you like to share some details about Mother City Liquors? How can some of our viewers and listeners contact Mother City Liquors? Just give us the information.
So we've obviously got a website, it's mothercityliquor.co.za. You could reach out to us on email, our telephone number's on the website as well. We've got a WhatsApp line, instant chat, it's really, whatever you prefer. If you prefer talking to us on the phone, WhatsApping us, emailing us, just going on and placing your order yourself, there's numerous ways.
Okay, awesome, great. Thank you very much for your time, and I'd like to say cheers and for coming here and enjoying this cocktail with you. I look forward to the next session that we have on something else.